Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Abu. So, welcome to my new playlist on my YouTube and also Udemy. So, today we are starting a new project, new learning, which is programming language, which is the most necessary, which is the crucial for web applications as JavaScript. So, welcome to my next new playlist. So let's get started about learning JavaScript. So JavaScript, I have created some presentation here within 6 pages. I'm going to show you each of them and what we are going to learn about it. So JavaScript overview significance. So this is I will read for you first. Welcome again to Unveiling the Brilliance of JavaScript, an introductory guide. In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve into fundamental concepts of JavaScript and its versatility and its profound impact on modern web development. Okay, let's start about what is JavaScript, and its history and evolution of JavaScript. So JavaScript was founded over 25 years before, and from its inception in 1995, becoming one of the most significant and one of the most widely used in programming language today. Through constant updates and improvements, JavaScript has evolved to support complex web applications and user interface, and its adaptability and relevance in ever-changing landscape of technology. So JavaScript is a programming language nowadays. It's becoming more and more popular in order to build great and complex web applications, and it's a logical programming language. So this is not like the same as you are thinking HTML or CSS, because HTML and CSS we have learned with better understanding, and there were no any kind of logics on that. However, on our programming language of JavaScript, there are logics like you can learn like if else statements, switch case, booleans, and for loops, and so on and so forth. We'll learn more and more about JavaScript. And as we can see, when you go to Google or something else, you will see a lot of applications that's being built in JavaScript. And JavaScript is the top programming language in order to be hired to the work. So JavaScript supports also front-end and back-end development, and we can use JavaScript for both ways. And I'm going to tell you also some key features and benefits of JavaScript, of learning JavaScript. So this language offers some key features like versatility, interactivity, and speed making. There is a powerhouse for web development on this language, and its benefits include robust functionality and compatibility with multiple browsers. So this JavaScript supports multiple browsers. So we can use our JavaScript and we can see the outcome of code in multiple browsers. So if you would like to learn exactly what they are, you can Google like which browser JS supports, and when you go to images section, you can see like this kind of image. Like you can see in the latest version of all of the browsers, it supports like Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Opera, Microsoft, like Internet Explorer, and so on and so forth. It supports also differently, because mostly I advise to young programmers to start or to use only Chrome web applications, Chrome browser, in order to see the outcome of the result. And understanding these features and benefits is crucial for each of the programmers, and it's harnessing the full potential of JavaScript in creating dynamic and interactive web applications. I would like to mention also that JavaScript is a dynamic language, because as you know, in programming language there are two different types of programming languages, which are, the first one is static and the second one is dynamic programming languages. So I would like to also give some example about, in order to understand what is the difference between them and what are they, dynamic and static. Those static languages in programming is that we can say Java, like C#, C++, C, or like so on and so forth. And regarding to dynamic, we can say that JavaScript is a dynamic programming language, and a difference between the static and dynamic is, we can say that the static programming language will have to be so careful, and you will have it's not a case sensitive, and you have to write the code very carefully. So if you go to Google, static versus dynamic programming language, if you search like this, you'll show the outcome. So in programming language, it's written static almost always means fixed or bound at compile time, and cannot thereafter be changed. So if you write some kind of code in static programming language like Java, so after that you cannot change that code. And dynamic almost always means not fixed or bound until runtime, but you can change during the course of the execution. Like is C++ static or dynamic? It's a static language. It's not a dynamic, because if you write some code in C++, you'll have, after writing the code and after the execution, you cannot change the code before you wrote after that. So that JavaScript is better than the others. So and I'm going to also give some introduction to basic JavaScript syntax. So JavaScript basics involve understanding some variables, data types, operators, control structures, functions, and objects. So these are the one that I counted. These are the basic syntax of the JavaScript. And by learning and mastering the fundamentals of JavaScript syntax, developers can efficiently manipulate the behavior and appearance of web pages, and enhancing user experience and interactivity. So by learning these counted words, the one which is data types, operators, variables, control structures, functions, and objects, you will be mastering in order to build complex web applications. However, you will have to learn other also frameworks regarding JavaScript. Not only JavaScript, but JavaScript helps us to learn how to interact with web applications. And by learning, these building blocks lay the foundation for creating dynamic and engaging web applications too. And I'm going to give also some understanding about variables and data types in JavaScript, but in this video we are not totally going to write code in Visual Studio Code editor. So in JavaScript, variables store data and can be assigned various data types, including strings, numbers, booleans, arrays, and objects. So variables is like a store that you can save your data. Instead of that, like strings, like the types such as data types, is that strings, numbers, booleans, and arrays and objects. And understanding and utilizing different data types efficiently in JavaScript is crucial for effective programmers and creating dynamic web applications. And mastering learning in this kind of data types and variables enhance developers' ability to manipulate and manage data in their code effectively. So these are the basic syntax of the JavaScript. And I hope you learned about what is JavaScript, and it's also for what kind of purposes we are going to use. It's like what kind of programming language, and when it was released, and how many years it has been a top programming language. And also I'm going to mention that JavaScript is totally different than Java. Please guys, do not mix it. Because Java is, as I said before, is a static programming language, and it's totally different. And mostly we use the Java for the purpose of the backend development. But JavaScript is a dynamic programming language, and it's totally different than Java, and we use for basically for front-end development in order to build web applications and user interface. So if you have any further questions, I'm going to stop the video here, and if you have any further questions or any kind of concerns, I will comment my username of Telegram. You can directly write to me, and I will try to respond each of your questions. So thank you for watching.